Where am I going today? Look up, it's on the green sign, Treasure Island. SFFD Firefighting School. Okay. And the road closed on the left, so let's turn right. Maybe we will get a good view of the Bay Bridge. Ketchum Field, the San Francisco Little League. So far, I cannot find any treasures on the Treasure Island. So maybe we will find some nice views from Treasure Island. So behind me is, or in front of me I should say, is the Treasure Island. I haven't found much treasures here. So let's have a look. Let's have a look here. This is the Bay Bridge. I think the official name is San Francisco Oakland Bay Bridge, and it is older by about 6 months than the much more famous Golden Gate Bridge, and it's a longer, maybe even 3 times longer than Golden Gate Bridge. So let's have a look. At the end of the bridge is obviously Oakland, since the official name is San Francisco Oakland, and you can see some cranes and equipment for loading, unloading ships, because this port is one of the biggest ports on the west coast of the United States. And what do we have here? Let's see some wildlife. Yeah, I see some birds. Yeah, a duck. What is it? Seagull. And that is the west side of San Francisco, I should say east side, because I am standing on the island. This is the east side of San Francisco Bay, and the bay goes down south for tens of miles, I think about 40-50 miles, to Alviso, a small declining used to be town. Now it's part of San Jose. San Francisco Bay covers somewhere between 400 and 1600 square miles. That is between 1,000 and 4,000 square kilometers, depending on which sub-bays, such as San Pablo Bay, estuaries, wetlands, and so on, are included in the measurement. The main part of the bay measures 3 to 12 miles wide, east-west, and somewhere between 50 and 60 miles north-south. It is the largest Pacific estuary in the Americas. When the tourists stand on Golden Gate Bridge and look either towards the Pacific, and then they turn and look down towards the bay, they probably don't realize how huge it is. There are also several islands in the bay. 5 main ones are Alameda. It's the largest island, and it was created when a shipping lane was cut to form the port of Oakland 120 years ago. It is now a suburban community. People live there. Angel Island was known as Ellis Island West because it served as the entry point for immigrants from East Asia. It is now a state park. It's accessible by ferry. Yerba Buena Island is the one that kind of connects east and west part of San Francisco Oakland Bay Bridge, and that's where I took exit at the beginning of this video when I was driving to the Treasure Island. But first I had to go through the Yerba Buena Island. And Treasure Island is an artificial island. It was a site of the 1939 Golden Gate International Exposition. And obviously, since it's artificial, people built it. From the Second World War until the 1990s, both islands, that is the Yerba Buena and Treasure Island, served as military bases and now are being redeveloped. And isolated in the center of the bay is Alcatraz, the site of the famous federal penitentiary. Of course, it's not a prison any longer, but it's a very popular tourist site. And the Treasure Island was built in 36, 37, as I mentioned, for the Golden Gate International Exposition. And some buildings from that time have been listed on the National Register of Historic Places. And I guess that naval building is one of them. And Yerba Buena and Treasure Island is connected by a short causeway which has that turn on and turn off ramp on Interstate 80 on the San Francisco Oakland Bay Bridge. Here is a quite interesting fact that I've learned only recently. By December 2010, that's around 11 years ago, Navy contractors removed 16,000 cubic yards of contaminated dirt from Treasure Island, some with radiation levels 400 times the Environmental Protection Agency's human exposure limits for topsoil. The contaminated dirt was to be replaced by dirt from elsewhere, and I guess it was. And in April 2013, cesium-137 levels were 3 times higher than previously recorded on the Treasure Island. And you may ask why. And the answer is that the island, because it was a Navy station, hosted radioactive ships from Bikini Atoll atomic tests, and also was a major education center training personnel for nuclear war. So I guess that must have been a reason. Anyway, since I don't own a Geiger counter or whatever they use nowadays to measure radiation, I guess I'll have to check tonight if I'm glowing in the dark. So it became obvious that there is no treasure on the Treasure Island in San Francisco Bay. But I did find a treasure here. Well, it's not me, but it's what's behind me, and it is the beautiful San Francisco skyline and the view from the Treasure Island. You can see the Golden Gate Bridge, Alcatraz, and it's all really beautiful. So if you like the video, spread the word, give it a thumb up. Thanks for watching, subscribe, all of the above, or just enjoy. Thanks for watching and see you next time.